Hey, this is Joe, and you're about to go behind the scenes of Linkin Park's Shadow of the Day video.
The video we're shooting today is for Shadow of the Day. It takes place in a time where the United States is in civil war, like a modern-day civil war. I wake up and prepare myself to go out into the war-torn streets. Chaos starts to ensue, and there's a lot of things being blown up and people running and kind of this really intense scene.
Action!
Today's the first day of shooting, and we're basically getting all of the footage of me pretty much waking up and getting out of bed.
Roll playback and action.
And the sun will set for you. The sun will set for you.
It's kind of interesting because almost this entire time I've been here, I've been in my underwear. I thought it would be a little weird, but it's quite comfortable, as a matter of fact. I think I'm just going to cruise around in my underwear more often.
You get low and maybe that thing could be in the background.
Yeah.
In my apartment there, everything's very well put together, and then there's a section where there's just like wires and maps and blueprints and magnifying glasses and soldering irons, and I don't know what all that stuff is supposed to be. My diabolical madman's section of my apartment.
Hey, the gate's good, guys. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for the hard work today. That's a wrap.
Today we shot the first part of the video, which is Chester hanging out in his apartment building and getting ready to go outside to take his little adventure in the world. Tomorrow we're going to go into that world on the Fox Studio backlot.
As the song kind of progresses and builds, the intensity of the video builds.
There's something about putting people in uniforms and dressing them up and all of a sudden them just absorbing themselves into the atmosphere. It was really interesting to see that, the fact that everyone had fun on the set. The extras were really getting into the characters. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of me telling them what to do. They kind of got it.
Action! Action!
When the citizens were throwing the rocks, they were really throwing stuff. The soldiers, without me telling them to have their feet become in sync, they were just doing it automatically, and they were really becoming soldiers. The idea was to create chaos, and I think having a great crew has a lot to do with that as well. Chaos. The way we shot the video, we used a lot of handheld just to make it feel like you were in the crowd or you were witnessing it as things were going on. You as a viewer kind of feeling, you know, if there's an explosion, you would react this way, and in the video the camera goes that way. So I was definitely trying to strike a little bit more of a realistic approach, which is a little bit different than, some of the the clean imagery that we're used to throwing up on a video. This is the back lot over at Fox. It looks like an old city, like New York or Chicago. We had our friends from the Seventh Letter crew tag it up. We got some pieces by Rhyme, Revoke, and Eclipse, and a bunch of other people. Had to bring a real graffiti crew to make it look legit.
Day two, basically, we're out on the streets. Things are escalating.
Just left my apartment, I'm walking down the street.
Somehow during the video, I'm not fazed by any of the things that are going on around me. I kind of have tunnel vision